Hi there and welcome back to another edition of Nothing Exceptional. This review is of the 1994 movie The Crow starring Brandon Lee. The movie was based on a comic book put out by Caliber back in the 80s. Then it was later picked up by Image and Idea and Design Works. The Crow title was. But in the movie, Brandon Lee plays a guy named Eric who with his fiancée Shelley are fighting to keep their apartment and the people in the apartment complex from getting evicted illegally. Well, basically that's the case because it has a bunch of gang members that are all hopped up on drugs that are forcing them out. And to be fair, it kind of worked because Eric and Shelley got killed. But then Eric came back with the help of the magical crow that made him like this seeker of redemption. That's about right. The movie sticks really closely to the comic book where Eric and Shelley are murdered, Eric comes back, and it's through the help of this magical crow. In the comics, the crow is more like a spirit, but in the movie, the crow followed him around and guided him to different places to seek his revenge or redemption. And that was the only way he could have been hurt, was if they hurt the actual crow in the movie. While in the comic books, the crow was pretty much, you know, can't hurt me kind of guy. One thing I did notice that was kind of inconsequential about this movie was that all the bad guys had really, how do I put it, really bad hair. It either looked greasy and unwashed, or it looked like a really bad bowl cut. I mean, was it just the 90s where the drug dealers in the movies had to look like they were just scumbags? Regardless of all that, this movie was dark, it was gripping, it had its own feel of enchantment to it that made you want to watch it again and again. Even today, when you watch the movie, there are some special effects that you wish you could actually kind of do in real life, such as the scene where the crow confronts Fun Boy and the heroin junkie mom, and he just basically grabs her, and the heroin starts coming out of the arm, cleaning her up so she could raise her daughter properly. Wouldn't that be great if you could actually do that? There are a lot of scenes in this movie that are still visually compelling. And because this movie stuck close to the base material from the comics, and also by today's standards, is a very, very good movie to watch with everything it has going for it. The action, the story, the acting. After a fair deal of thought, I'm giving this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars, which I believe is a very fair rating. So until next time, kids, be good to each other. This video was sponsored by Super 8 Madison East.